Flosstube. Welcome to Creative Whims Studio. Had a wonderful week. I hope you had a nice Memorial Day. We had a blast. We had the kids and the grandkids over, so it was incredible. It was hot and humid. Not like unbearable though, it wasn't horrible. The kids played in a little water thing I bought Ellyn last year, but they can stand up and play in it, and it's got like it's got two tiers to it, and you pour water on the top and it like rains down, and it came with a bunch of little toys, and it was so cute to see Easton playing in that too. So, and they play really good together, so that was a blast. And then I had them both on Thursday, which was awesome. Easton's walking now and he's into everything. I have to baby proof now more than I did with Ellyn. He's a little bit more mischievous, not to mention now there's two of them on the go, you know, so I like spend a good half an hour just picking things up and moving things out of the way and out of their reach. So, but it was a blast. He was terrified of Athena though at first. By the end of the day he was fine, but I couldn't leave his side and he was clinging to me, and Athena would just walk past him, not even look at him, and he would just shake and scream and cry. It was awful. I felt so bad for him, you know, because when he was, I mean, it's been 2 months, and at that age they change a lot. And when I had him before though, all three of us would sit in the lazy boy. I'd put the feet up, or the foot thing up, and Athena would jump up there and lay in the chair with us. So it's not like he's never been around dogs, but she's the only dog he's ever been around, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, she forgot about him. He forgot about her and had to get reacclimated, and he was okay by the end of the day. And I just kept taking him over to her and having him pet her, and it all worked out. But poor little guy. I'm super excited because tomorrow we're going to Mass. We're gonna get back to normal. It is really a new normal for a while still. Our priest said it could be up to 18 months before we can actually go to Mass like normal. We're going to be sitting every other pew, and you know, there's all these safety things in place, but at least we get to go. And somebody was, oh yes, Donna Fidawa said that at her church they can't sing. They're not going to have any songs. Like they'll play music like the organ or piano, but there will be no singing, because when you sing you're really pushing your voice out and projecting, and there's like no choir and stuff at her church. I don't think that's going to happen at ours. He didn't mention it, so anyways, we'll see. Very curious to see how that plays out. So announcements for this week. The needle minder, I ordered needle minder cards and the needle minder bags, and then I also designed and ordered the moth from Newcastle Bouquet is going to be a needle minder, and that all of that should be ready to ship through my Etsy shop the first week of June. That's this coming week. It'll probably be the second week of June then, by the time I get them in and get everything packaged and ready to go. You guys, I was so frustrated today. I'm exhausted. I almost didn't do Flosstube because I could just lay on this table and sleep pretty sound. I'm exhausted. I don't know why. I got plenty of rest, but I was really stressed out this morning, and I think that just took a toll on me. But my other samplers, I ordered all of the printing from Staples. Well, these files are huge. They're, you know, PDF files. Anyway, they're like almost 300 megabytes. They're huge files. It worked fine for my other ones, but trying to upload Land That I Love, it said the file was too big. So, I mean, I went back into my publishing, you know, I use Pages because I'm on a Mac. I went back into Pages, so instead of saving it at its best, I saved it as good. Assuming, I didn't even look at it afterwards. So I uploaded it uploaded fine, I paid for it, and I don't even know what made me do this, but I happened to open that file that I uploaded to them. I'm sorry, my husband's mowing the lawn down here. He was up at the house, so I thought I was safe, but anyway. And I happened to open that file. It was horrible. All the lines were not showing, the symbols. It was not even legible. You couldn't even, there's no way anyone could stitch from this. Not to mention, I want nice quality stuff. So I called them immediately and I said, I uploaded the wrong file. I need to cancel my order. This guy was so rude. He says, what's your name? And I said, Teresa Kogut. Okay, I'll cancel it. And I'm waiting, like thinking he's going to say more, like here's your confirmation number. Because I said I have my order number if you need it. All of a sudden, click, he hangs up on me. I'm like, are you kidding me? His name is Mike. I know his name. I know what time I called. Because, anyway, so I get down to the studio and I decide, well, fine. You know, I wanted to do the rest of my samplers in books anyways. When we were in Nashville, I was talking, Kevin and I would talk to Donna Fedewa, and I said, you know, what do you think if we did the rest of our samplers in books? And she said that would be awesome. People love books. They're easier to work with. The pages stay, you know, nice. And so that was the original plan, but I didn't think I had time to make a book. So that's why I was just going to do it like my other samplers and order from Staples. Because usually I have it in 2 days from Staples. Well, this kind of forced me to make it into a book. So it's not like I can just go into, you know, the place I order my books from and just upload the file, because when you make a book, you have the, you know, the wire. I have a wire coil on the side, so I had to change everything. So then I get that done, and I just about uploaded it to the site to get the book made, and I realized I didn't leave enough like bleed so for them to trim it. So I had to go back in, I had to redo it all again. I mean, seriously, I spent like 6 hours just trying to get this thing done. So then it's like 277 megabytes. So I upload it, I go up and have lunch, I come down, I look at it, it's 99% processing. And then I watch it and then it says 100% processed. And then it vanishes and it says files need uploaded for this job. What happened to it? I don't know, you guys. I am so frustrated. And then I go on in my Google account, in my Gmail, and the guy I talked with at Staples says, I cannot cancel your order, call this number. Well, it's the same number I tried to call 2 other times, and the call center is not open. So whatever, I don't know what's going to happen. My goal is to start shipping June 15th, which is a Monday, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It depends on when I get the sampler book in. That's whenever that sucker comes in, that's the day I'm going to be shipping. Well, unless it's before the 15th. But if it's here, hopefully it's here in time, I can ship on the 15th. If it's not here in time, then whenever it comes in, that's when I'll start shipping to stores. But I'm just so frustrated. Last week, yeah, so Thursday at the grandkids, Friday, which was yesterday. Today is Saturday, by the way. It's May 30th. Yesterday, Donna Fedewa came over. You guys, she's so incredible. I get a call from her out of the blue last week, and she says, hey, I understand you have a sampler down there at Craft Gallery that Paula framed. And so she says, I'm going down there with a couple of my friends on, what was it? She went down there on Tuesday, I think. Anyways, her and her friends were going down there. One of her friends had things to pick up and they were dropping things off to be framed and blah, blah, blah. And so she picked up the sampler, which was awesome because it saved me like, I think Paula said it was going to be like over $70 to ship it back to me. So anyways, Donna came over and delivered it to me yesterday, which was amazing. And I bought her lunch, and she taught me all about Bisqueornus. You're going to see a ton of Bisqueornus coming from me from now on. She is known as the Bisqueornu Queen from one of the shops. I forget what shop it was, gave her that title. And she brought a ton of Bisqueornus to show me. Oh my gosh. I said, how many do you have total? And she said, I think I've done about 50. She's amazing, and they're gorgeous. And she wanted me to design a Bisqueornu. And I said, well, you know, that's why she brought all that stuff. She brought me like a paper that has the history of the Bisqueornu. She told me how it has to be perfectly square. The top and bottom have to be the exact same size and this and that. And I said, hey, why don't we just design one right now? We had a blast. So what we did is we took the moth from Newcastle Bouquet, because everybody's in love with that moth. And we didn't design it in its entirety, but we got the moth, we got the shape right, and then we discussed where I'm gonna put stuff for the top and the bottom. So yes, she's gonna stitch it, she's gonna make it into the Bisqueornu. If it's ready for a fall release, we'll do it in the fall. If not, it will be at market. And she's gonna be the Bisqueornu queen for me too, because she's going to stitch all the Bisqueornus and finish them for me. So she's awesome. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, my new release video will be either on this Tuesday or Wednesday. I have to still fully finish a couple things, and I was hoping to record it today, but I don't, like I said, it took me 5-6 hours just to deal with that sampler this morning, so it really cut into my day. The first Tuesday of July, I start a new CW Live, so if you're interested in painting live with me, you need to join. You can purchase it now, and it's like a 3-month period session that you're purchasing, and you'll get 6 lessons. Yes, 6 lessons in those 3 months. And instead of everything being painted on canvas and things that have to be hung, the next session, I'm so excited, we're going to be doing projects like painting on wooden boxes and making things that would be great for gifts, or just different ways to enjoy painting. But we all have only so much wall space. That's one of my biggest complaints about my house. I don't have a lot of wall space, and that's really hard on an artist. So we're going to be painting things that don't necessarily have to hang on the wall. So if you're interested in joining us, go over to, well, here's the address right here. It is gatherdreamcreate.com/CW-live, and join us for the fun. All right, Q&A. Denny 63 Denny, she said, do you know when you are releasing the angel on the dark fabric? That was that one I showed last week from my Design Mania, Psalm 91, and Guardian Angel, basically. I don't know when it's going to be released, because I have to send it out, get it stitched, get it back in. So it could be this fall, or it will be at market 2021. Pat asked, the turkey cross stitch, is that still available? So last week I showed Give Ye Thanks. It was a turkey, had some pumpkins and a little red barn. I think it had like a scalloped edge, all pretty fall colors. Yes, that's available. I sent her a direct link too on her comment. Sarah, love the previous finishes. Are those available to buy? If not, where can we find the bags to finish myself? I did have prices on some of those. Yeah, I got one right here I'm going to show today, has a price on it. So the ones that had prices on them, I probably will eventually be adding those to my Etsy shop. But those bags, I bought those like 12 years ago from Dimensions. I doubt they still have them, but you could go to their site and check it out. Debbie asked, where can we buy those purses? Just answered that. I don't know that you can. Anastasia, she said, do you know if there's an app for the iPad for charting cross stitch? I have no idea. I don't have an iPad, and I don't know of any apps that you can download in order to chart cross stitch. I'm sorry. Lisa said, or asked, have you made pierogi with sauerkraut and onions? Lisa. I love sauerkraut so much, but my husband despises it. So I will probably never make them that way just because he doesn't like it that way. But when we make our pierogi, we make it with the farmer's cheese inside, and then we fry them in butter and onions. And then we serve them hot with sour cream on top. That's how we do ours. But yeah, I love sour cream, well, that too, but I love sauerkraut, so I think that'd be really good with onions in our pierogi. But okay, whips. I have one whip, and it's a painting. I wanted to start a new punch needle this week, but it didn't happen. It was a crazy, well, it was a short week. I had Monday off, and then I had the grandkids on Thursday, and then yesterday Donna and I hung out for most of the afternoon, so I didn't get as much work done as I wanted, but that's okay. I had lots of other fun things going on. So this is what it's going to look like. This is the drawing, and it says, a wife of noble character is her husband's crown, and it's a Proverbs, and it's a very Pennsylvania Dutch folk art style painting. So I started that on What You Paint Wednesday, and that's how far I got on it. Not far at all, really, but you can kind of see how it's going to go. But I'm painting it on this cool piece of wood. It's got the handle on it. This used to be in like an old Hoosier cabinet or Hoosier cupboard, and you know, you pull it out of the cupboard, use it as a cutting board, clean it off, and then push it back into the Hoosier cupboard. So that is what I'm working on. That'll probably take me another couple weeks to get it done on What You Paint Wednesday. So if you haven't joined us for What You Paint Wednesday yet, you really need to. It's a lot of fun. I have a complete blast painting and visiting with everyone on Wednesday. So what do we have next? Finishes. Whoopsie. This is the finish from CW Live. This past Tuesday we finished Yellow Daisies. And I will have this print in my Etsy shop. I'll probably be selling this original as well. This color palette is beautiful, but it's not my, like, how I decorate anyways. So I was gonna sell this original. But I think it turned out really pretty. I painted the sides red, which I think is super cool. But it's just, doesn't it just scream summer? So what I did, in case you don't remember from last week, I added this flower down here, which really helped to balance it out because it was all flowers up here and then just all this blue. So bringing that down really helped to balance out the painting. And then I added a lot more white and lightened this up and put a lot more teal in here. I had a lot of like navy blue, so I added a lot more teal. And then I also uploaded a speed painting video of me painting that on my other YouTube channel, and it's it's youtube.com/c/Teresa Kogut. So that's where all my art stuff is on that channel. Okay. Previous finishes. That's what we're gonna go over now. I think this is all going to be punch needle. I don't think I have any cross stitch in this box here, so sorry about that, but I have a ton. I mean, come on, I've been doing punch needle for 15 years now, so I have a ton of it. Okay, this is Piano 7/8. This has a tag on it, so this is probably something I will be selling. Thanks be to God. Super cute, super simple, just on this cute little paddle. I think I painted it because it was that color, so I just painted it a nice brown and kind of sanded it. And then we have, I think, Sweet Little You. I'm not sure the name of this, but this was a release in 2019 in Nashville. And I have it in another colorway where it's all like cream colors. So that's an option in that pattern. Then we have Kitty on Jack. This is one of my early ones, as you can tell, because I framed it with glass. And I don't do that anymore. I can't really see if it's... Oh, there we go. So cute. That is available as cross stitch too. I love this one, Geometric Folk Art. This one is on a cute little book. I love it when I can find a book that's just perfect for the size that I need for my punch needle. Again, you put them on the books, then they can stand up like that. I find it's easier if I do it this way. The focus won't go back and forth. So this one is Harvest at the Mill. That cute little witchy doll looking primitive girl. She is on a piece of wool and then framed in this cool black frame. This one is available as cross stitch as well. Then we have Joy. This is available as cross stitch as well. I like the punch needle because the whole thing is filled in. And I just love how that looks. And it's on a really cool, super grungy paddle, which I love. Then we have this one. This one is a retired pattern, so it's not available anymore, but it's on those cool felted bags. I really love that one. I love the background on that. And then we have Boo. I believe this one is retired as well. And then we have Starry Santa. As you can see, an early on one. It's got the glass. This is one of my very first designs. I would like to do this in cross stitch. I'm not sure why I haven't. I'd probably add more to it around the hand, but the heart and hand, and it's holding a little heart. I just love it. And I love the colors of this one too. So yeah, that might be coming in cross stitch eventually. Beautiful Garden. This one is available as cross stitch as well. And then we have Harvest Dress. I love the pumpkin-headed little people. And that's on one of those cool caramel color paddles that I paint. I don't think, no, this is not available as cross stitch, I don't believe. This one is available as cross stitch. Let Freedom Ring. And it's on a really cool grungy paddle with a little heart hanging on it, which should be turned like that. Then we have Liberty. This is available as cross stitch. Is it? Wait a minute. Good Lord, I don't think this is available as cross stitch. Why not, Teresa? Ah! I love this one. I love the eagle. I don't think this is available as cross stitch. That gives me an idea. And then, last but not least, we have in this super cute tin that says Christmas Greetings, Automotive Parts Company Incorporated, Lansing. It says wholesale only, Lansing and St. John's. I'm gonna guess Lansing and St. John's, Michigan. Looky inside of it. This candy cane snowman. Is he not super duper cute? I love him. And in this tin, it just is so perfect. It just fit perfectly in there. Super cute. All right, guys. Pause here for a second and put all these things back away. Yeah, Kevin's been back to work for a couple weeks now, and it's been a killer on me. You know, he was pulling he's still pulling the orders for me, but if we were out of something, he would print it and he would, you know, then stuff the pattern and, you know, finish up the order. But now if we're out of something, he just puts out of stock, and then I have to go do all that. And I'm already working 70 hours a week. Not sure how much more I can take. And I must say, I'm really glad June is here. Like today is Saturday, and then Sunday's the 31st, and then Monday's June, because Design Mania will be over. I've totally enjoyed Design Mania, and I'm super happy to be helping out the shops. But it has been so, so much more work, because like I said, you know, pulling the floss and making sure the floss matches and is going to look good. It takes a lot of time to do that, and it wasn't something I really considered when I started doing that for Design Mania. Anyways, I think I have 2 more designs to do for the shops, and then I'm completely done with that. And you know, I'm just so excited. I just can't explain to you how thrilled I am to be able to offer something like that. You know, my work is all done up front, the designing part and then pulling the floss, but then once I upload it to Etsy, you know, everything from there on out is just me figuring out how much I owe them and sending them the money. You know what I mean? So from now until the end of the year, I'll be getting some money, and it's all because of you guys, you know, purchasing them. So I really appreciate it. Okay, moving along. Haul. All right, so I was so inspired by Chloe's embroidery last week that I think I'm going to give it a try. I don't know when. It will be something that I do when, like right now with trying to do a release, it'll be a while. Plus summer's so busy. It might be winter when everything slows back down. Does it really slow down, trees? No, it really doesn't. But anyway, I bought these because, again, Instagram ads get me all the time. But these, what does it say? Love. There we go. Okay, so these are pens that you can draw on the fabric, and then when you go over it, focus. So then when you go over it with your iron, it disappears. Isn't that cool? So I have so many sketches that I could use, that I could draw onto some linen and then embroider it. And I want to learn how to do like French knots and some different things, maybe do some beading or something to enhance those. And you know, if I really enjoy it and it's something that, you know, there's a demand for, I could offer patterns for it. And I am going to learn cross stitch. I'm going to Donna's. She's invited me before, but now like we're all over it. Donna got her marching orders from Paula because Paula said, you need to teach her how to cross stitch. I know it will make me a better designer as well, to understand what cross stitch is all about. So I am going to Donna's sometime this summer, and we are going to spend the day together, and she's going to teach me how to cross stitch. Quarter stitches, 3/4 stitches, back stitching, and all the different, like, what do you call them? Specialty stitches. Oh, she showed like satin stitch, that's easy, but basically satin stitch is kind of like doing embroidery, like when you're filling things in. But anyway, she's going to teach me all the ins and outs. She's going to show me how to, you know, stitch on Ada, how to do 1/1. It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to get schooled by Donna Fidawa, and I'm super excited about it. Okay. Weekly Whims. If you want a good laugh, go to YouTube and search news, what is it called? News bloopers? Like people that do the news talk about hilarious. I've watched several, and I mean, and a lot of these things are done live, and it's just the people's reactions. It's just hilarious. And then another weekly whim is TikTok. I have I mean, I watch TikTok. I don't have an account. I don't see myself ever using TikTok, but it's hilarious to watch. And that leads me into this guy. His handle is That Dude Can Cook. He has the best short clips of how to cook. Like, you just got to check it out. He might be on Instagram too. If he is, I will put it down below here. But his videos are short. He's freaking hilarious. And he tells you how to cook something, but like within a minute, like super fast. Super cool. And then my last weekly whim is just grilling out. That's my favorite thing about summer, is just being able to cook on the grill and having a barbecue and having, like, I made potato salad for Memorial Day weekend, or Memorial Day. We had potato salad and baked beans and hamburgers and hot dogs and, you know, corn on the cob, and just all that kind of summertime food. I love it. Oh, that brings me to another weekly whim that I'm going to put the recipe on my blog. You guys, I made this amazing dessert. It was way too sugary, so I will give you the recipe as it is, but I'm going to suggest you cut out like a half a cup or at least a quarter cup of the sugar. It's super good. So it's got like crescent rolls, and then you mix cream cheese with sugar, and then you spread that out, and then you put more crescent rolls, and then you pour like a half a cup of butter on it, and then you put sugar and cinnamon on the top. I am telling you, it is so delicious. I was so glad when it was finally gone. It does help having Ryan here because he eats all the bad stuff. So it's not in the fridge tempting me. That's it for weekly whims. Okay, so I'm going to show you my design mania. I don't have it in front of me. Sorry, guys. I have a sampler that I designed. I'm not going to show you that because I got to keep some things a secret. Of course, if you join me on Which Paint Wednesday, you may end up seeing it. I can't keep secrets on Which Paint Wednesday. I showed them last week 2 things that I got back from model stitchers. I was only going to show them 1, but they were begging to see the second one. They twisted my arm. They virtually twisted my arm, and I showed it. Okay, so this one is not completely finished. I have a lot to do on it, but I'm going to have this border much smaller. I might even take all the red out and just have this vine going, the garland going around it with the ribbon. The blue will all be fabric, and then the snowmen, obviously, and the stars and the snow in the house will be stitched. But it says snow angels in the night, hanging stars to share their light. So that will be for my company, CW Live, oh my gosh, Creative Whims. This is the snowman that's part of that series I've been showing you. I did a Santa, a polar bear. Now the snowman's done, and then one I started is the penguin, but it's not done. That's also for my company. Then this one is for one of the shops, which I will draw one of the shop's names live. I guess it's not live, it's recorded, but anyway, here on the video. This is called Titmouse. Look how cute. I know titmouses are not blue, they're gray, but I wanted it to be blue. Super cute. That was in my sketchbook, so I thought it was so cute. And then I designed a sampler as well. So, but like I said, I wasn't going to show you that because I gotta keep some things a secret. All right, let's draw one of the shop names. Let's draw one of the shop names for Titmouse. Let's see who we get. Come on now. I can't seem to pick one. 3 stitches. Okay, so we are moving on to the giveaway. Last week you had to say brighter future, and the prize is you get to pick a chart or a punch needle pattern from my Etsy shop. So I will insert the YouTube random comment picker here. Okay, let's see who wins
this week's drawing, and it is a pattern of your choice from my Etsy shop. The winner is Deb Garbrick. She said, I love all your patterns. Why I only have one, Halloween March, I don't know. I made a cross stitch for my best friend many years ago with that saying on it when she moved away to from Pennsylvania to California. She has passed now, but that saying always reminds me of her. I'm hoping for a bright future in more ways than one, but I know it will have more Teresa Kogut charts in it. That's so sweet. Thank you, Debbie, and congratulations, and thank you everyone else for participating in my drawing.
Okay, so this week the prize will be the same thing. You can go to my Etsy shop and pick out a pattern that you like. And this is the card for this week, Americana Angel. And it says on the back, stay humble. Know that you, start over, rewind. Stay humble. Know within that you are amazing. Let the world find out by your actions without you saying a word. I love that. I love that. That's so true. Like, don't be boastful. Don't say, oh, I'm so awesome. Look what I did type of thing. But, you know, just be awesome. Just be you. Be real. Be transparent. Be yourself. And that in itself, your awesomeness will shine through. So this week, your phrase will be, how about stay humble? Stay humble is going to be the phrase to be in on the drawing this week. All right, Chinese fortune teller. We have Kim Esmond. She said red 4-1. R-E-D 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 1 is business advice. Okay. Something that I have done since I started my business, I still do it, and I think it's important for anybody that owns their own business, is to treat it like a real job. Punch in, punch out. I keep a planner. I like a physical planner. A lot of people use their phones, but I like a planner. I like to write my things down. I like to check them off. I like to write down when I started work in the morning, when I stopped to do whatever. You know, that's how I know how many hours I'm working a week. That way I know, okay, you've been working really hard, you need to take a break, or, you know, take an extra day off, whatever. I don't normally do that, but, you know, especially when you first start a business, you need to treat it like a real job. And, you know, one of the perks and beautiful parts about owning your own business is being able to take off time when you want to or need to. When our kids were young, I went on every single field trip through Kyle and through Ryan's school. I went on every field trip because I could. But I always made sure I worked 40 hours. So basically, if I took an afternoon off to go on a field trip, I would maybe work early Saturday morning and, you know, just get in the extra hours somewhere else in the week. So, you know, if you want to have a successful business, you can't just like, well, I don't feel like working today. I'm my own boss. I don't have to work. You know, that type of thing. Hopefully someday you can get to that point where, you know, maybe you hire people to run parts of your business where then you can have more time off. I mean, there's no harder working people than people that own their own businesses. I'm just telling you. All the shop owners know exactly what I'm talking about. And then there's a lot of people that have online shops. They have a full-time job and then they have an online store as well. Holy cow, that's a lot. But you know, if you want it bad enough, you will make the time to make it successful. So that's my business advice for you today. Oh, I have another Design Mania that just popped up on my screen because I forgot all about it. I was trying to open it and it was coming, it had to download from iCloud, and it just popped up on my screen. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Anyway, let me show it to you. It's called Sheepies, and this one I forget who this one goes to. Hold on one second. So here's, Lord have mercy, why is that one up? I showed that one last week. Again, that was coming from iCloud. It just popped up. All right, so here is Sheepies. This is going to Claire's Stitching Post. I love and adore Claire. Her store is in Vermilion, Ohio. Vermilion, I think I said that right. And she is the wonderful lady that turned me on or introduced me to, or however, put me in touch with, I guess, with Tina Penton and her son Matthew Penton. They are my model stitchers now, and they are amazing. And she put me in touch with Karen Simmons. Karen has stitched several things for me. She does a beautiful job stitching. So, and also Claire has stitched Rise and Shine for me, which is a big rooster. I can't wait to see that. So Claire is so funny. She wants me to come to her shop and film a Flosstube. And I haven't done it yet, obviously, because of COVID, but I'm thinking maybe sometime in July I will go down there and I will get to, I've met Karen, but I haven't met Tina and her son Matthew, and I would love to go to Claire's Stitching Post and hang out and make a Flosstube. I don't know if I'd do the whole Flosstube there, but I could at least do like an interview, and we could show what Claire stitched for me and all that stuff. So that'd be a lot of fun. So look for that in the future. I think we are done here. Yes, we are done, guys. So I'm so glad I went ahead and filmed my Flosstube, because I'm like feeling much better now. I was ready to crawl on the table and take a nap earlier. So having spent this time with you has revived me, and I feel so much better. So thanks for being here with me this week, and I hope that you have lots of stitching time, and I hope that your life is getting a little bit back to normal. And don't forget, create every day. Bye now.